Alyssa. So thanks for coming in today. What did you want to talk about?
Hi. The things I wanted to talk about was just more what I was going to do after I graduate from university.
I see. So what year are you in?
I'm in third year, and I'm in Child, Youth, and Family program at University of Guelph. And next year I'll be graduating.
Oh, very nice. Are you liking your program?
Yes, I do really like the program. I think that the classes I take are very applicable to what kind of career I want to get into, and also next semester I'm taking a practicum to work in a school in Guelph.
Very nice. So what is it that you'd like to do after you graduate?
I kind of have two or three options that I want to either get into. Depends on what kind of schooling you have to do after.
I see.
But either I want to be a child and youth worker within schools or hospitals, either in the psychiatric department or working as guidance counselor or helping troubled youth. And then also I was thinking about being a child life specialist, which helps families and kids deal with when they're going through surgeries and concerns like that. Yeah.
That sounds very interesting. It's good that you have so many options.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have one in particular that you're leaning towards more?
As my main goal, it was to be a child life specialist, but that I'm thinking about it now, I was just concerned with, actually, it's a very competitive program, graduate program, so I was concerned with how I would get into it and if I would be able to keep up with all the work for it.
Right. That would be hard.
Mm-hmm.
With that job, are there any concerns in that field, or is it more just the schooling that you're concerned about?
Kind of both. The only concerns I would have with the career would be the emotional toll it would kind of take on you, working with children who are sick and families that are upset and stuff like that. But it would also be, on the other hand, very rewarding.
Right, I'm sure there would be some positive aspects towards it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm also just not concerned, but just I'm unsure of how much schooling I want to do after I graduate. If I would rather just do a short program, or if I'd rather go another 4 years for a graduate program.
I see. Yeah, it is a lot to think about doing all that school, since we just did a whole bunch, right?
Yes.
All right, so from my understanding so far, you are looking forward to graduating, and you're thinking about going to school afterwards to either be a child and youth worker or a child life specialist, but that depends on the amount of school you feel like doing and also what kind of job you're looking towards.
Yeah, that's correct. I just don't know how much more schooling I want to do, and also how I will financially be able to do that much more schooling.
Right. Do you plan on working part-time while you're doing the grad school?
Yeah, so far I've been working in the summers, just as a server.
I see.
Not, I would like to focus something more on working with children in the summers and getting paid to do that as well. But finances are also a concern about doing a graduate program, because right now I'm on OSAP. So if I was to do more schooling after that, I would have double the amount of student loans to pay back.
Right, and I'm sure grad school is a little bit more intense, so the amount of work you'd be able to do would be...
Yeah, and part-time work would be limited to help support myself through the school year.
That would be difficult, but I'm sure there's some positive aspects. So once you're done all of the schooling, you will have time to work, and it will be definitely worth it.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to being done with school and having the chance to look for jobs and spend time volunteering. I was hoping to volunteer at the local hospital in my town in pediatrics or some sort of area there. My mom does know a few people that work as a child life specialist, so maybe to shadow them.
Yeah.
But it would be okay. I would be okay with it being unpaid volunteer time and maybe taking a part-time job somewhere else.
Just to get the experience necessary, right?
Yeah, the experience is very important to me, yeah.
All right, so you don't have a lot of volunteer experience, but you're looking to get some. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I definitely am. I think that'll help with getting a job and everything in the future.
For sure. So, with this program that you're in now, do you find that it's giving you experience?
Yes, for some of those classes, definitely more applicable than taking general science or something.
Right.
Also next semester I'm enrolled in practicum.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be working in most likely a local school in Guelph. I think also with that I'll be able to focus on what kind of age group I want to work with, because as of right now I've chosen to work with youth, so kind of the adolescent range,
Right.
rather than working with preschool or kindergarten. For me, I just find it'll be more rewarding, and I'll be able to focus on more of the things that I want to focus on, rather than primarily doing caregiving or
Right.
having playtime or stuff like that.
So you're interested in really teaching children.
Yeah, so I think definitely teaching them and helping them work through issues and their families as well, working through their concerns.
Right. So that practicum will be a good source of experience to see if you really are interested in that.
Yeah,
type of
definitely. I'm really excited about it. I think previous times when I've done kind of a real world work experience, you kind of learn a lot about yourself.
Oh, for sure.
Especially if you really want to be in that career. So I think that it's going to be helpful with that.
Definitely. Are there any concerns with the practicum that you're worried about?
I think I don't know where I'm placed yet, so
Right.
I'm not nervous to see where I'm placed, but I'm anxious because I'm excited.
Right. You just want to know.
Yeah, I also think that the oh yeah. Okay. I also think that the what kind of work I have to do within my practicum. So if I'm assigned to make an activity for kids, or if I'm assigned to help certain children be one-on-one with them, like if I'll be good at it. So I think it's going to really open my eyes to what I can do with this career.
Definitely will be very helpful, I think.
Yeah.
So you are looking to be a child youth worker or a child life specialist or even a teacher. So what I'm hearing is that this practicum will be very helpful.
Yes, for sure.
Help. Yeah, into I don't know what to say now. I'm just gonna leave a recording. I'm just gonna cut it out. It's fine. I was on a roll last time. Okay. I don't want to ask too many concerns because then that's negative. So.
Like, what kind of strengths do you think you'll have?
Right. Okay. All right. So when you finally get to teaching or becoming a child youth worker, a child life specialist, what do you think your biggest strength will be?
I think I'm very caring. I kind of I enjoy taking care of people, even with my friends and friends and family. I think I'll be very good at listening to people and not necessarily like counseling them
right
off the bat, as I'm still learning. But I think just more or less being there for people and being able to support them if they have issues and things like that.
That's a really good skill to have. It seems like you'll be a great listener, a great help. So what inspired you in the first place to want to work with children?
I think just when I was a kid, I always liked being in school, and I really noticed when I was in high school, like the teachers that I enjoyed being taught by and how they kind of interacted with the children, and I always thought like I could really do something like that. And like my mother has also worked in the hospital kind of, and I kind of really enjoyed that environment. And one of my best friends, when she was first diagnosed with diabetes, she was working with a child life specialist.
I see.
And I kind of got to meet her a few times when we were at the hospital.
Yeah.
And I just kind of thought that was a really cool job that you could do. Like, you don't necessarily only have to teach in order to work with children, but you can also counsel them and help them and their families
Right.
in multiple environments.
There's lots of possibilities out there.
Yeah.
That's great. You've had a lot of influences in your life.
Yeah, positive influences from people, yeah.
For sure. All right, so from my understanding, you are looking forward to continuing on in your education, except you have a few concerns. You're a little concerned about financially what you're going to do after you graduate, and I think you're unsure of what field you are looking to go into.
Not really the field. I think I'm for sure set in that I want to work with like adolescent youth.
Oh, I understand.
But it's just more which career I'm gonna pick to work with that age group.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of deciding what pathway you're going
Yes.
to take with the children.
Yeah.
I see. Well, thanks for coming in today. It feels like we have figured a couple things out.
Thank you very much for having me. I feel like I'm a lot less stressed about my future.
That's awesome. Glad I could help.
Thank you.